In the fertile plains along the banks of the Indus River, where modern-day Pakistan and northwest India lie, a great civilization emerged around 3300 BCE. The Indus Valley Civilization, also known as the Harappan Civilization, was a marvel of its time, with its sophisticated urban planning, advanced engineering, and intricate social structure. However, like all great empires, its rise was accompanied by internal and external struggles, and its fall remains shrouded in mystery. The city of Harappa was one of the many bustling centers of the Indus Valley Civilization. Its streets were laid out in a grid pattern, its buildings constructed with baked bricks, and its drainage systems were unmatched by any other contemporary society. Amidst this bustling metropolis, a young architect named Anik was making a name for himself. Anik was known for his innovative designs and his dedication to improving the city's infrastructure. He was passionate about the city's future, believing that Harappa could become the beacon of human achievement. However, beneath the surface of this thriving city, tensions were brewing. Droughts had begun to plague the region, and resources were becoming scarce. The city was governed by a council of elders, a group of wise and experienced leaders who made decisions for the welfare of Harappa. The droughts had forced the council to make a difficult decree. A new water reservoir must be constructed to secure the city's water supply. Anik was tasked with this monumental project. As Anik began his work, he encountered numerous challenges. The soil was hard and rocky, and the laborers were becoming restless. Rumors of unrest in the neighboring city of Mohenjo-daro added to the growing tension. The once stable civilization was on the brink of chaos. One evening, as Anik was inspecting the construction site, a stranger approached him. Clad in a cloak, the stranger's face was hidden in the shadows. He introduced himself as Arav, a traveler from Mohenjo-daro. "Beware," Arav whispered. "There are forces at play that seek to undermine our civilization. I have seen the signs in Mohenjo-daro. The drought is only the beginning." Anik was skeptical, but couldn't ignore the stranger's words. He had heard stories of Arav, a seer who had predicted the fall of many great cities. Anik decided to heed his warning and began to pay closer attention to the happenings around him. As the drought worsened, tensions in Harappa reached a boiling point. The laborers, frustrated by the lack of progress and the harsh working conditions, began to revolt. Anik discovered that a faction within the city, led by a powerful merchant named Sohan, was secretly fueling the unrest. Sohan, motivated by greed and a desire for power, saw the drought as an opportunity to seize control of Harappa. He had been hoarding grain and water, manipulating the city's resources for his benefit. Anik knew that if Sohan's conspiracy were not exposed, the city would fall into chaos. Anik enlisted the help of Arav, who had been observing Sohan's movements. Together, they devised a plan to reveal Sohan's treachery to the council. They gathered evidence of his hoarding and bribery, and on the day of the council's meeting, they presented their findings. Sohan, realizing his plot had been uncovered, refused to go down quietly. He rallied his supporters, turning the streets of Harappa into a battleground. Anik and Arav, along with the loyal citizens and guards, fought to defend their city. The battle was fierce, with the sounds of clashing weapons and the cries of the wounded filling the air. Anik fought bravely, his knowledge of the city's layout giving him an advantage. Arav, despite his age, wielded his staff with deadly precision. As the sun set, the tide of the battle turned in their favor. Sohan was captured and his supporters were driven out of the city. The council, grateful for Anik's bravery and Arav's wisdom, reinstated order in Harappa. The water reservoir was completed, securing the city's water supply for years to come. Despite the victory in Harappa, the news from Mohenjo-daro was dire. The city had fallen into disarray, plagued by internal strife and the relentless drought. Anik and Arav traveled to Mohenjo-daro, hoping to help the city recover. When they arrived, they found a city in ruins. The once great metropolis was now a ghost town, its streets deserted and its buildings crumbling. Anik and Arav worked tirelessly to rebuild, but the challenges were immense. The drought had depleted the region's resources, and the remaining citizens were too demoralized to resist. As Anik and Arav delved deeper into the causes of the civilization's decline, they uncovered a startling truth. The droughts were not merely a natural disaster. They were the result of a gradual shift in the climate, exacerbated by deforestation and overuse of the land. Realizing that the entire civilization was at risk, Anik and Arav returned to Harappa with a plan to adapt to the changing environment. They proposed new agricultural techniques, reforestation efforts, and the construction of more resilient infrastructure. Despite their efforts, the Indus Valley Civilization eventually succumbed to the relentless forces of nature and time. The great cities of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro were abandoned, their peoples scattered across the land. Yet the legacy of the Indus Valley lived on. The innovations in urban planning, the advancements in engineering, and the spirit of resilience inspired future generations. Anik's and Arav's teachings were preserved in texts passed down through the ages as a testament to their wisdom and courage. The story of the Indus Valley Civilization remains a reminder of the fragility of human achievements and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Even in the face of overwhelming challenges, the people of the Indus Valley showed that with unity, ingenuity, and determination, they could rise above adversity and leave a lasting mark on history. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give a like, share, and subscribe to receive notification when we drop new content.